Namaste children. So we have been discussing the motion chapter. So we have seen the three important points. Reference means starting point. It is very important to consider while calculating. And we also have seen distance. Distance means actual path traveled by the object. And next we are going to see displacement. It is the shortest distance between starting point and ending point. Now we are going to see another two words, new words, scalar and vector. Any physical quantity means which we are using to measure in physics, such as distance, displacement, all those things, which are having the number, magnitude, number plus direction. If we mention the direction also, then we'll call it as a vector. If it is having only magnitude, we will call it as scalar. Only value with no direction, we will call it as scalar. Therefore, distance is scalar, displacement is vector. Why? Because for displacement we need to show the direction from starting point to ending point. This is what we have seen in the previous class. But imagine a person is walking, snail is moving, and you are going on a bicycle, and a jet plane is going on very fast. Jet plane is well. So aeroplane, cycle, a snail, and you. We are all started from the point A to point B. It's about 10 kilometers distance, suppose. All have started the journey at A and completed their journey at B. So total distance, as it is straight line, displacement for all 10. But one thing you will observe, that there is a small change. You will say that plane completes its journey very early, very fast. And snail, maybe it takes years to complete the 10 kilometers path. Maybe you need to wait almost 20 to 30 years, because that's why we call snail pace. What is the difference? Even though all have completed the same distance and the same displacement, yes, it is the time they covered. Plane have completed in less time. That's why we say it is the faster. Whichever the completes the distances in the less time, we call them as faster. Snail, it takes more time. That's why we call that snail is at slower path. Faster means which covers more distances in lesser time. So now I am going to use another word called speed. Speed, that is equals to total distance by total time. Speed, what is the formula? Total distance by total time. Suppose you are there here from A to B, suppose it is 4 kilometers, you covered this 4 kilometers in 10 minutes, okay, or else 1 hour. You walked, and remaining 4 kilometers you covered in 2 hours. Now what is the speed? Total distance. Total distance means from A to C, how much distance I traveled? 4 kilometers plus 4 kilometers, 8 kilometers. And total time, 1 hour plus 2 hour, 3. So 8 by 3 kilometer per hour is the speed of you, or speed of that person. So what is the speed? Total distance covered per unit time is called speed. Mostly speed is measured in kilometer per hour or meter per second. This meter per second also will be written like this, ms to the power of -1. Why? Because by s is there, if it comes to the numerator, you have to write it as meter per -1. So meter per second or meter s to the power of -1. This one we have to spell it as meter per second. So the unit of speed is kilometer per hour or meter per second. Now we are going to see another word, velocity. What is this velocity? Speed with direction. Speed with direction. We need to consider the direction while calculating the speed. It means velocity is nothing but total displacement. Total displacement by total time. We'll call it as velocity. The units of velocity are also the same. Your speed and velocity units are same, kilometer per hour or meter per second. So far we learned the two new terms, speed and velocity. Means whenever we see the objects, we say the faster or slower, the term is nothing but in physics is what? Speed. We are calculating the speed. It means more speed means it is covered more distance in less time. So what is the formula of speed? Distance by total time. What is velocity? If we consider the direction, speed with the direction, that we call it as velocity. Now, speed is the scalar quantity. As we have seen, speed is scalar quantity, but velocity is the vector quantity. Now we are going to see another thing, uniform motion. Uniform motion. Before going into that particular topic, once again recollect all the words we have learned in this particular chapter. Reference. What is reference? Starting point. We must consider the starting point while calculating the problems in this chapter. Second, we have seen the distance, actual path traveled by the object. Third, displacement, shortest path between the starting point and ending point. Scalar, which has magnitude. Magnitude means number, but no direction, is called scalar. Now vector, a physical quantity with both magnitude means number as well as direction, is called vector. And also we have seen the speed, total distance by total time. Velocity, speed with direction, means total displacement by total time. I hope so that you understood all these terms. Now we are going to see a new word, uniform motion. Uniform motion. Suppose you have covered 5 kilometers in 1 hour, 5 kilometers in next hour, 5 kilometers in next hour, 5 kilometers are next hour, so on. It means what you are doing? You are doing equal distances or displacements in equal intervals of time. Then we say that object is moving with uniform motion. Uniform motion means if an object moves equal distances or displacements in equal intervals of time. Here time I said 1 hour. Here condition is however the small interval of time would be. If they cover the equal distances, then we call that the object is moving with uniform motion. Suppose 1 meter, object is going in 1 second. Next meter 1 second. Next meter 1 second. Next meter 1 second. Then also we'll say that object is going with uniform motion. But if it changes, if it is not moving in day-to-day life, we cannot see that uniform motion. If you go along with your daddy or mummy on bike, you'll see that because of crowded market and all those things, bike slows down sometimes and sometimes faster. So in our day-to-day life, in regular life, we see the uniform motion very less. Non-uniform motion will be there. The change in velocity will be there. The change in velocity. The change in velocity is very important term. Now we are going to see. Now you see what is the speed here? 5 kilometers per hour here, 5 kilometers per hour here, 5 kilometers per hour here, 5 kilometers per hour here. Here it means there is no change in speed or velocity. But I am saying that in non-uniform motion, non-uniform motion, there is change in speed or change in velocity, and how fast the velocity is changing or the speed is changing, we will call it as acceleration. Acceleration. What is acceleration? Rate of change of velocity. Means if velocity is changing, the final velocity, suppose I called it as v, initial velocity u by time. Rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. I'll give one explanation here. So what is acceleration? Just now I said, I think you all have understood what is uniform motion. If object is moving with no difference in speed, same speed it is going always, then we'll say that object is uniform motion. But sometimes increasing, sometimes decreasing, sometimes increasing. Like that, as you are going on a road, you have to apply the brakes, and sometimes you have to raise that. If speed is changing, then I'll say that the object is non-uniform motion. But how fast the speed is changing, that word is called acceleration. If I say that acceleration is there, what does that mean? Speed is changing. That's why the bike is also having water. To change the speed, what do we raise? Yes, accelerator. Now did you understand why they have put the word accelerator? It changes the speed. Accelerator changes the speed. The word has the meaning with that particular scientific term. Now, once again, we'll come to the word acceleration. What is acceleration? Rate of change of velocity. Whenever any object is in uniform motion, it means there is a change in velocity. How fast that velocity is changing, we will call it as acceleration. Okay, Nana? So, we learned two more new terms. What are three more new terms? What are those? Uniform velocity. Uniform velocity means there is no change in velocity. Equal changes of displacements in equal intervals of time. Second thing, what did we learn? Non-uniform velocity. It means its velocity is changing here and there. Whenever velocity is changing, what will be there? What will be there? Last word we have learned? Yes, acceleration. How fast the velocity is changing, we call it as acceleration. So, I have theoretically explained these things, but in tomorrow's class, in direct face-to-face contact, I will explain the bits and question and answers that may come in the online exam. Okay, Nana? Please watch the previous video and this video carefully and try to understand all the words which we have learned. Okay? Once again, what are the topics we learned? We are recollecting. Reference means starting point, we must consider. Distance, actual path, displacement, shortest distance, speed, total distance by total time, velocity, total displacement by total time, uniform motion, if speed is constant or velocity is constant, if or velocity is no change, uniform velocity. If velocity is changing, non-uniform motion. Whenever object is non-uniform motion, what will be there? Acceleration means how fast the velocity is changing. So thank you, Nana. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you.